August 10th, 2012 in Phoenix, a man was murdered. His name was Steve Wicks.
He was loved by everyone in the town. For the kids' birthdays, he dressed up like a clown. No one knew who could have done this to him. Some thought it was a man who goes by Jim. The police came and investigated. The weapon used was a knife serrated. Once the crowd left evidence immersed, but physical evidence had dispersed. Jim's name came up to the police again. He was worried he would go to the pen. He knew it wasn't him that killed Steve Wicks. He tried to prove it with many good tricks. One of them worked, but nobody else saw. The evidence he used was one big flaw. The tape he had was destroyed randomly, so he was convicted of a felony. While in jail, his sentencing was delayed, so every night to God he prayed and prayed. His cellmate was convinced he was crazy, but never once said that he was lazy. Much evidence still had to be gathered. They saw a trail of blood that was staggered. It was leading to a very rich home. That was the king's, so they left it alone. The king told the police he would kill them if they ever spoke of the blood again. Somehow in jail, news of this got to Jim. He thought about the trial and his chance to win. The king followed through and killed the police. They had made lies about blood on his fleece. Everyone was scared of the king's power. When he came around, everyone would cower. The king was 50 when he killed Steve Wicks. Around 20 years later, he's 76. Now that he's older, he starts reflecting about Steve's murder. He starts regretting. On his deathbed is where he is lying when he figures the need to start praying. The king started throwing up and coughing. He got out of bed and started walking. He grabbed pen and paper from his office, started writing his will in his closet. For all to see, he left on his desk. He went to sleep for his eternal rest. His family saw the notes he left, but they still could not believe he was dead. The notes he had left said he killed Steve Wicks. He had not taken the time to take pics. At once, Jim was released from the prison. He was happy about that. Justice had risen. He was in jail for over 20 years. In all 20 years, he gained many new fears. He started to think about his jail time. Why was he charged when he did no crime? Him and his lawyer thought about suing. For $10 million, talks were brewing. It took them to court when they did me wrong. The line of reporters was not very long. It was only him and the judge in there. The court was outside. They needed fresh air. The judge began, and this is how it went. I spent 20 years in jail for nothing, so now that I'm free, I demand my money. I demand that you pay me $10 million, but you're lucky I didn't want $10 trillion.
I know we've messed up, but mistakes are made. I won't let you leave until you're paid. $10 million is too much to ask.
No, it is not compared to this bad task. My wife has divorced me and my kids have grown up with the father, not in their home. They think I'm a killer since I was jailed. They think I don't love them. They think I bailed.
I understand. Without further going, what were your wages when you were towing?
$50,000 a year is what I make, and I want 10 times that for your mistake.
10 times that in total by me is fine. I'll give you $500,000 of mine.
You're not even close, but that's a good try. You either give me my money or die. You better pay me, and I'm serious. Don't doubt me unless you're delirious.
Your threats are cute, but aren't effective. You're a big nuisance and very hectic. This needs to end soon. I want to live here. You'll get $10 million, but not out of fear. You'll have your money by next Friday. You knew you'd get your money either way.
I will leave court now for a final time. Now that I've made it clear, I did no crime. Jim went on his way and left the building, went outside, and the cameras were filming. Jim was so happy he won the case. He went out to his car and... Jim was so happy, and so was his friend. That is Jim's story, and now it's the end.